What's up, fellow lords of gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Future Revolution. So today I thought it would be interesting to jump into discuss an event that I just kind of passed over, mostly not for any necessary reason, but I was trying to formulate an opinion about it, good, negative, or bad, indifferent, whatever, how you feel. And that is the Moon Knight event. So we basically had the new moon crafting event that basically started. I currently have some characters inside the Pegasus training ground to level up. And I plan on running those characters. I'm leveling up Spider-Man to get him to 120, and then I'll probably end up working on Captain America with the new updates. But basically, we have a couple of events. So if you go inside the training grounds, the bonus reward is going to be these new moon treasure boxes, which contain Moon Knight, companion summon tickets, or companion upgrade items can be acquired from there. I've actually acquired a 1-star Moon Knight from there, so that was pretty interesting and decent. And then also you can gather these new moon fragments inside there. There's also a companion summon event inside here. I don't know necessarily how you will feel about this. I definitely feel some kind of way, because essentially what we have here is a summon companion 100 times in total is what they're asking you to do in order for you to acquire a Moon Knight companion at 3 stars. I want to point this out, and I'll get into that in a second here as we go through, but I want to point this out is that I don't know if whales will get it. I don't know if people deeply invested in it will understand, because we live in a relevancy culture. It's not relevant to us until it starts affecting us. But I want you to take a step back from thinking about your pocket strings and think about the pocket strings of a free-to-play player. You know, think about a global aspect instead of a Western aspect. Think about the players who are going to be playing this game on a mobile front, and pay attention to some of the things and the optics on it. It's about a matter of perspective. We essentially are looking at an event here where they want us to summon companions 100 times in order to obtain a 3-star, not a 6-star, a 3-star. That is essentially telling you that you should come over here to the mall. All right. Now, of course, people are going to argue you don't have to do it. No shit, I don't have to do it. But that means that you essentially need to come over here to the mall, and you need to summon the Moon Knight companion basically 10 times or 100 times. So that's basically, you need to do 10 summons of Moon Knight. Right now, there's going to be some players who obviously have saved up some companion tickets. We do get some companion tickets. I'm not exactly sure what the rate of the companion tickets are that we're getting, but let's say 1800 crystals basically is what they're looking at here. And basically, in order to summon this 10 times, because you get 10 per drawer, you basically need to do that 10 times, right? So it's 1800 times 10, and that basically ends up with a net of 18,000 crystals that you need, right? Okay, so now if we were to come over to the charge shop, we can look at what the cost of this 3-star companion is going to exactly cost us, because that's 18,000 crystals, right? So now you have a couple of options inside the shop. You can obviously purchase the $89.99 pack is going to be the standard of purchase for most players. Let's not forget, however, that there is these crystal charge bundles. So you can get 10,000 crystals over here for $90. So I want to keep this on the real. You can get 10,000 crystals over here. You can only do that once per month, right? That's $90. And then you can come over here into the charge shop after you make that purchase, or you can go over and you can make the purchase of the 5,000 crystals, which would be $45. So let's say 90, and let's just round these up, 90, 50. So that's 140 plus another $30, basically $170 for to obtain 18,000 crystals. So you could purchase all of the packs, monthly packs now, in order to get yourself a 3-star companion Moon Knight ticket. So that's basically $170 is the evaluated worth. Now, I'd have to go back into my videos and take a look, but I remember there being bundles inside this shop that basically sold the 3-star companions for literally a third of that price. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Like, I remember it being like a third of that price for a 3-star companion. Like, if you go back to when they first introduced companions and they had some of the purchase prices in here, like you could get 3-star, you know, some of the 3-star companions from the Eternals. Even after that, for a third of that price, you could essentially get a 3-star companion. And now here we are, not even, you know, a few months later, and we're basically looking at events that are evaluating the worth of this character at being nearly 3 times the cost of that, of the companions as they were released in the shop before. Now, I don't know if this cost is inflated because of the fact that they think that they're handing out enough summon companion tokens or tickets that you could basically summon enough of these without having to worry about it. Like, I saved up tickets and I haven't purchased very much inside this game in a while, and I basically was able to, you know, use 30 tickets. So let's say you were like me and you saved up 30 tickets, and so you only needed, you know, the difference of those 70, so 7,000 tickets. You're still paying double the price of what the tickets were inside the shop, or what the companions were inside the shop. This is the place where I get to when I talk about things with Marvel Future Revolution. It's not me looking at things or trying to find things negative with the game. It's about me talking about the game in truth. I don't deal with your feelings. I deal with the truth. This is the truth. I'm looking at this character, I'm looking at the event, and I'm judging it based on the truth. The scale of the truth is that at one point in this game, we were getting 3-star companions for literally somewhere between $26 and $50. Now we're being told that in events, these companions are worth 18,000 crystals, nearly triple the cost of what they were being sold for. So when I look at the game in that respect, especially when I look at it along what's going on and I try to find what the mistakes are for the game, for ways that can improve the game, because that's what I'm doing as a content creator here. I'm looking at ways to improve it. I have to automatically go to the thing that I've always been saying is a problem with this game, and that's the monetization effort that's inside this game. People often wonder why I hit on this game and I don't hit on Marvel Future Fight for some of the things that's there. I don't hit on certain games like BDO or Lost Ark. This game has the most off-kilter monetization that it has to. So I have to look at everything in respect first to its monetization, because is that going to be something that the majority of the player base, who is currently overseas, by the way, is not in the United States. The majority of the player base is overseas and they're free-to-play players. Are they going to be able to reach this? No. For a whale who just has $170 they're not going to miss, they're not going to think about this twice, but this is the nature of the event that I'm looking at. So to get a 3-star companion, like, for real? That's a 3-star companion? Anyways. So I'm not exactly hyped about this event because I don't feel like there's going to be a lot of players who are going to reach a summon companion 100 times inside here and end up with a 3-star Moon Knight companion. Nevertheless, to determine whether or not Moon Knight is actually worth it in the long run, because you're basically looking at his skill set and going, is this something that's like meta breaking and meta defining? I don't know. I just recently got my Moon Knights at 3 stars because I got lucky on some of these draws here that I used tickets that were given, and I got lucky on the boxes. Next up, the training event is going to give you some things. I do like the fact that you probably will acquire Moon Knight companion tickets depending on how many new Moon treasure boxes you have. And the craft event in and of that self is also not bad, if I'm being perfectly honest. Basically, for completing other events and as daily check-in rewards, you're going to be collecting some of these Moon Knight shards. You have the ability to get a 2-star special companion box. Those 2-star special, it is 2-star special companions, so it's the whole range of 2-star companions. I think this is a pretty good deal inside the shop that they have this here. You really can't complain about that at all. You know, if you're able to acquire as 1 per player, so that's easy. I'll craft one right now and we'll see what we get. I ended up with 30 Yondu shards. Can't say I'm happy about that at all. It's Yondu. I remember when Yondu was like, everybody's thinking he was going to be good. But then you can also craft 5 of the New Moon treasure boxes, and the New Moon treasure boxes do have the ability to drop companion shards for Moon Knight. That's pretty decent. Like I said, I did collect 10 companion shards from a New Moon treasure box that was given. You also get the chance for some companion XP cards and some companion summon tickets. I think more than likely most people are going to end up though with either companion summon tickets or the Moon Knight shards. That's my thought process. Let's see what we get from this. Companion summon ticket, and like I said, Moon Knight shards. Couldn't have called that one better. I think that is going to end up being what's largely going to happen for a lot of players. You'll end up with companion summon tickets and you'll end up with Moon Knight shards. And then I feel like what would probably end up happening is that a lot of players will, depending on how many companion summon tickets they've saved up and things like that, I think that they're probably going to end up with some kind of, some means of somewhere between 30 and 50 companion, shards or, means to summon Moon Knight. So not necessarily a bad thing in and of itself at all. It's a weird thing to look at, because I'm like, overall, I feel like the way the game is leaning right now is that it's leaning towards, picking up more players, or picking up more things that are going to cost more than it is leaning towards balance. And yeah, if you were to look at a game like Black Desert Online, Lost Ark, you look at Marvel Future Fight, you look at Marvel Contest of Champions, these are games that have good balances, right? Like, for instance, my major complaint with this is you got to also take it from that I play multitudes of games. I play games on PC, I play games on console, I play games on Switch, I play a lot of games, man. Like, I have the devil's idle hands. So when you literally look at this, right, you have to take it from a perspective of, I am looking at games not from just a mobile platform base, because mobile platform is toxic as hell to me. And what I mean by that is, I want you to think about the Alliance Raid Crystal bundles, and these bundles in here alone are about $50. Well, for those $50, I could literally have purchased Elden Ring and went about my merry day. And we know how great that game is. So that's my take on these things, right? Like, I'm not saying that the game is necessarily bad. I just don't like where the game is heading. I would like to see the game improve. And two of the ways I feel like it would improve is to actually have honest discourse with its players from the developers and engagement, and then improvements to this Marvel Mall. I start everything with the baseline monetization. So that gives you guys respect on how I look at things for these games, all right? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, peace.